Joshy boy. Yuri. What's up, Yuri? Good evening, Jack. How are you guys doing? Hello. This Viper's from Africa. What's up, Yuri? How are you doing, man? Adrian, what's up, brother? Yeah, Jack. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm doing good, Yuri. What do you mean by deceptive? No, they're pretty easygoing. All they want is to not be hurt. A lot of snakes even... Hey, Brittany. So a lot of snakes even would rather die than hurt you. How so, Sebastian? And how's everyone else doing? It's a West African bush viper. I'd say close to 2 foot. I'm bad at telling. I'm bad at guessing length. Brittany, thank you, Brittany. I'm doing good. Thank you, Mr. Tap. Thank you so much, Brittany. Miss you guys. We'll have to get together again and watch another movie. With this one, yeah, Yuri, bad at guessing length. I don't know, 2 foot, close to 2 foot. Breeding with this one, no, I only have a female, and I gave another female to a friend. But I'm hoping my variable bush vipers are a pair. Yuri, did you hear back from your Loy? Thank you, Kelly. Can you guys see the spots? I don't know if you can see the spots on it. Don't they cost a lot, Josh? Sounds good, Yuri. I have about 20 snakes. My favorite is, I don't know, all of them. Virginia. Yeah, I have a Cobra with me. A few of them. John, ya Allah. I can't remember, Josh. Thank you, John. John Etry's my brother. Best brother on earth. Professionally, I've been working with them for close to 10 years. But in general, it's been a lot longer. Thank you, Habibi. Best brother on earth. John Etry. Nah, that's you. Spike at my work. There's one at my work, but that's... I don't personally have one. Brittany, I'm about to ban you. Thank you. No, Sebastian, not anymore. I said, aren't they expensive, Josh? Thank you, Brittany. You had it. Ha! You're the best, Brittany. No, I've never been bitten. Spike, thank you. That's awesome. I appreciate anyone that checks out the YouTube. I appreciate that, Brittany. I'll get a Cobra out. Give me 1 second. All right, Kelly, are you still here? Hopefully Kelly's still here. I'll answer the question on here. What's up, Mikey? How are you doing? Monocle Cobra. Big monocle Cobra. And don't let this fool you. Typically, she's a great laid-back girl, but when you first get a snake out, they're going to be most of the time defensive because you're going into their home and yanking them out. So, although she might act defensive right now, typically she's very laid back. No, Josh, I don't mind at all. I do have a Midwest tongue. Hang on one second. One second. Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate that. Messy as in poop-wise? Yeah, they're messy as in poop-wise. Spike, man, that's crazy. If you don't forget, message me and tell me about that. Tell me about that bite. I'd like to hear about it. Josh, I have Midwest hook. Is this the hook you're talking about? Yeah, I think all cobras are like that. Yeah, Josh, bring it. All the cobras are messy, especially the spitters. Like some of them, Yuri, these are the ones that I attempted, but I didn't think were good enough to sell. Yeah, like what Mikey said, what Grim said. Oh, now you see why I had the bush viper out at first. I don't have to do anything except hold the hook there. And if you guys notice, when I'm holding the hook up like this, I'm keeping the hook flat or even with the ground. Because people have been bitten when they hold it up like this. If the snake slides down, they've been bitten that way. But you see how calm she is now? So Jack, she's my favorite personality-wise. My black Pakistan cobra and the banded snouted cobra are probably my favorite just in general. Josh, you remember that person that said the Indian cobra was dead because it was doing this? Yeah, Jack, I love them. Black's my favorite color, so that's probably why. Yeah, Josh. I honestly don't care what anyone does. I think that we should come together no matter what. So yeah, I don't care at all. What about you? Murdered out? What's that mean, Mikey? Oh, her? Jeez, she's a workout. Holding her up like this. This is a monocle cobra. Lila, the monocle cobra. Corn snakes are great. That was my first pet snake, corn snake. I loved that corn snake, and I was just a little kid. My parents didn't really like snakes, but they finally let me get one. And my dad is terrified of snakes, and it escaped and ended up in his bed. The one person that hated the snakes the most, it ended up in my dad's bed. Well, even some of the older ones, Spike. And that's just how it goes. Even on TV, look at the TV shows that used to air. Steve Irwin and everyone. Not saying that it's just what sells. But if you watch it, he's doing the same thing. All those people on TV. And all the big YouTube names, they all do that crap. But I just can't do it. I'm tempted to sometimes, if it means I can do this for a living. But I just can't. I can't do that to the snake. How's everyone doing though? Everyone that's new in here. Yeah, but I think, Josh, what they were talking about is that they agree with me that it doesn't matter what anyone does, but that they don't like the teasing. Or at least that's what I understood what he said. Jack, I have a Nelson's milk snake. I have a problem of, getting a non-venomous snake, and then when a young kid or somebody that's very passionate near me is into snakes, I always end up giving those good non-venomous away. So I have a problem with always trying to, be nice, especially when the young generation shows interest around me. Yeah, exactly. But I could do the wiggling head and wiggling knee. I hate that. Nothing against any of those people that do that, but I just can't. I don't like it. Exactly. For anyone new, this is a monocle cobra, Lila, the monocle cobra. She's a sweetheart. She is in that picture. I don't know if you can see that little painting picture that my good friend Jenna did. Yeah, that's what breaks my heart about the black Pakistan that I have. Instead of, he's good for those nice videos for people seeing a snake hooded up and striking, but it breaks my heart. Yeah, Josh, you better tell me about that. Have a good night, man. See you soon. And hope work goes well tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining, Josh. Love you, brother. And Spike Grimm, Mikey is also a good guy. Josh, Mikey, two of some of the best people I've met through. All right, Mikey. Sounds good. Hope the feeding's going good. But yeah, Grimm and Josh are two of the best people I've met in the reptile world. There's only a handful of those. I usually don't talk to many people in the reptile world, but they're one of the few that I consider friends. Hopefully they feel the same way. Nice to meet you too, Spike. What's your name? And thanks, Mikey. I don't know if I follow you, Spike, but I'll make sure I do after this live. Is Sebastian even here? I brought this cobra out for him. This is Henry, my brother. Thank you for being here. What's your name, Spike? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to say it. Jack, anytime. Anytime at all. Yeah, Henry's a great person. I love him. But yeah, Henry's a great guy. Spike Ventura. Yeah, Mango's one of the most beautiful kings. Ludi Snake, how are you? Yeah, Mango's the best. Thank you, Ludi. No, Jack, just because finding snakes to feed it in the large size. But who knows, maybe in the future. But at the moment, it's about, being able to manage everything. Because I have to work with a bunch of snakes at my job, and then if I have too many at home, it gets overwhelming. So that's a major part of it too. So not only the feeding aspect for finding snakes to feed the king, but I don't want to get overwhelmed, especially with a massive snake. But who knows? Maybe one day. The only other snake that I'm interested in right now is a Saharan sand viper, another one of those. Yeah, Spike. Yeah, Cerastes, whatever, however it's pronounced. I'd love Cerastes, the desert horn, but the stuff that's around here is usually Cerastes vipera. I have some vipers. I'll bring out a variable bush viper before I get off here. Let me put her away real quick. Remember, this is Lila the Monocled Cobra. Sweetheart. I'll bring out a viper. Big Blue Blake, thank you. Thank you for following. This is a variable bush viper. Look, if you can see this picture up here, those are the parents to this little beautiful variable bush viper. It's unreal how cool they look. Looks like a little dragon, doesn't it? Thank you, Lost. And thank you, Michael. She's great. So I kept two of the babies. This one and then a green one. But they all came out looking different. They were blue, gold, different colors. And within the first year, they got their adult colors. All the golden ones turned red like this. All the blue, gray ones turned green like the mom. But that's still cool to witness, seeing that drastic change in color. Yeah, Spike, I love this one. Doesn't even look real, does it? Do you have squams, Spike? And you said you have 3 kings, right? Thank you, Jack. And nice. Yeah, I'll have to check your page out once I'm done with this. I wish I kept more of the babies. Yeah, they are. Typically, I don't like the baby vipers. Typically, you know, especially the terrestrial ones, sometimes have a hard time getting to feed when they're babies. But the arboreal vipers never had a problem with feeding. Yeah, Jack, this one actually is pretty defensive. Exactly, Spike. The real life. So, Jack, this one does strike a lot if I move too quick. So if you saw, when I first came out, she was ready to go. But thankfully, she didn't strike. No, I've never kept them. One of my friends did. They're live birth. Oh, gee, Diana, how are you? Yeah, one of my friends kept them. They're awesome. I think out of the arboreals, the eyelash vipers might be one of my favorites. You're welcome. Glad you're able to join. Yeah, Jack, if you ever get some, I think arboreal ones are fairly simple, at least, but it takes a lot of patience. What I do with the trouble feeders is cut something very small and tease them until it gets stuck in their mouth. And then if it sticks well enough, they'll usually start eating it. That's awesome, Jack. I've never even seen one in person before, but that's really cool. Texas Kitten. Tell Alex when you see him that I say hello and that I'm going to send out his package very soon. Can't wait for him to get it. Yeah, I can't remember which one it was. It was either White Lip Pit Viper or Mangrove Pit Viper. One of those two. It didn't work well with. That's awesome, Joe. Alex, what's going on, my friend? Alex, listen closely. I appreciate you loving my page, and I want you to know that you are the best, and I can't wait for you to get the gifts that I'm sending you. Hope you enjoy it. And this right here, it's a variable bush viper. But yeah, Alex, I appreciate you. And focus hard on school, do well, and achieve all your goals. Because I know you can, and I know you will. This one, its name is Big Bertha. I don't know. He can name it if he wants. It has no name, and I believe it's a female. If he would like to give her a name, that'd be great. Yeah, Spike. Thanks, your boy. Adina. It's a good name. So this is a lot better than having the Cobra out. So much easier, not as heavy, and just sits there. The there is good too. I'm gonna put this little dragon away, and then I'm going to talk to you guys for a second, and then I'm gonna get off here. So give me 1 second. All right, so I'm gonna get off here. But first of all, I want to tell you, appreciate you being here. Spike, you too, appreciate you joining and talking. Jack, thank you for joining, supporting. And again, if I can get one thing across, be kind to each other, treat each other with respect. If you disagree with someone, you can talk to each other like adults and be kind. And yeah, Alex, I really appreciate you. Alex is Texas Kitten's son, and he loves my page, and he's done some drawings of some of my snakes, and she's going to send me some of them. So Alex, I appreciate that. But yeah, be nice to each other and just spread that positivity, because there's so much negativity on the internet. But yeah, love y'all. But I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, you too, Spike. Appreciate you all. Have a good night. Alex, I can't wait to send you my package. There's some cool stuff in there from some of the snakes, so I hope you enjoy it. Good night, everyone.